I don't know why the video thing keeps just cutting off, but anyway, it did. So anyway, we're gonna pick it up there. Um, the reason okay, because Lisa Russell was the magistrate. Um, she like, they would, of course, dating all the cops and everything, which is fine. I don't care. Um, I mean, if I looked out the window at my car, I'd get pulled. I was getting pulled and searched and questioned. And I mean, I got tired of it really, and who wouldn't? And I knew where it was coming from. Oh, the other thing I was going to say is, I signed a paper, okay, now bear in mind, Lisa Russell is the sitting head magistrate and Julie's best friend, and she comes up with this loan to get for single moms or whatever. And, I wanted to help whatever I could, get whatever I could. But I signed a document saying I didn't give her any money, which was a lie. But I had to do that for her to get the loan. But yeah, like, Covey, it's illegal for the magistrate to knowingly guide a person through a loan process knowing that it's fraud. So if that document's ever say, well, here's where he signed a document saying he never gave me nothing, that's how that went down. It was a loan. It was fraudulent, and I did sign that, but it doesn't really matter, dude. I'm telling you, I gave everything I could. So, I did move. Big Sam. This was crazy. Like, Big Sam died, and I was struggling with that, and then all of a sudden, Julie's all mad because you and her weren't mentioned in the will. Well, you've been doing everything in the world to put distance between us, and so, just nothing made sense. Nothing was right. I did stay clean for a year. I lived in a halfway house. I was trying to see you there again, getting railroaded. Man, there's just so much. There's just so much. And then, okay, this is, the last thing. Not the last, but the only one I really want to talk about that's important to me. Listen, I've been sending my work schedule. I've been, and Kate can attest, and then I started, I'll only talk to you through email because I want a record of everything that's being said and done, because, nothing worked. But every time I could come, y'all had plans. And then she would tell Lisa Wabato, well, they never can come or whatever, and that was crock. But it got down to where, I was driving 4 hours to sit for 2 hours in the kitchen, and that's all we were allowed to do, and I don't know why, but that's what went down. But okay, so during all that, Kate started really getting it together, Covey, and she was raising somebody else's kid, but couldn't raise you, or, I don't think Kate wanted to. Look, Kate just wanted a reintroduction into your life. And hell, who wouldn't? You were told otherwise, but it's true. And it was going on it's been going on a while, and it seems like there was even talk one time in Lisa Boato's office about a plan for reconciliation. I thought, dude, this is great. That way, your mom could come. This is the way it was supposed to go down, or I wouldn't know this. Kate was going to come down for like a weekend or a week. She was going to start spending some time with Lisa Boato. Lisa Boato was going to prep Kate on how to best handle this, and then you were going to start spending a little time with Covey and Lisa's office, and she was going to guide the whole thing, and it was apparently some kind of whole therapy built around this, and I was like, this is great. It gets my stupid ass out of the way, and I was all for it, but that broke down too, like everything else. But anyway, so I got contacted. Kate was doing good. She had a great job, had a boss that was going to help her with some stuff. But what happened was, and this is funny, not it's funny about this, but so I get a knock on the door from the sheriff. You got papers at the courthouse to be signed. I'm like, well, of course I do. I went down there, and it was a release of guardianship. I was, okay, so like we had gotten divorced, and the papers were written, a certain way with Julie Snowden. She had become Julie Moffat, which I am damn glad because she ain't no Snowden. I thought whatever, but really it was just, I was like, what's really behind the papers here? And it was, I'm going to start the process for adoption. And I thought, well, that's great. I didn't, and that was the way it was told. And besides the name change, well, I don't think Julie really understood that that was also going to trigger a document to Kate. Well, Kate got the same one. And Covey, this paper was brutal, man. I mean, they were easy on me, thank God. But boy, they butchered Kate. I mean, damn. And of course she was livid, and she was like, I'm fighting and you're going to help me. I'm like, Kate, I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell the truth. And dang. And I would have. I said, whatever your lawyer or anybody asks me, I'm going to tell the truth. And if it's in Covey's best interest, that's all I care about, And that's all I ever cared about. Was okay. Well, I always say, okay, what is in the best interest of Covey? And, I had a bunch of people tell me, Covey, like, as long as you will answer that question before you make any kind of move, you're going to be okay, and you're going to have no regrets. Well, I mean, of course I miss you. Of course I love you. But, I want it better for you than I want it for myself for years and years and years, and that's okay. That was how I healed. But, I got some health issues, man, and they ain't good. And so I need to get this done. But, so me and Kate, started mounting the charge again. And, I never really got in the fight, but I didn't want to be honest with you. I wasn't in no shape to. And Kate, I think she got somewhere with it. But anyway, she did. She got some documents proving with junk. The fact that what really went down with me was, I don't know. I mean, all I know is the truth came out, and that's the purpose of this. But, never left you. Never abandoned. Then I was told the reason that Kate couldn't see you was because you were having so much trouble dealing with me abandoning you, which that was a damn. See how screwed up this is, man? Did you see how screwed up this is? Like, one of the last times I saw you, it was after a hurricane. I left Wilmington. It took me almost 6 hours to get from Wilmington to Pine Bluff because I couldn't find a place to cross the Lumber River. And I got there, and Julie was like, well, you're late. And we've got plans. I was like, okay, man. I see how this is going. That's just, that's just so ruthless, cold, bitch shit. But, I just couldn't take it anymore. And then that separation document went through, and I was no longer entitled to a damn thing. They stripped me of everything but the right to breathe, basically. And I just didn't have any money. didn't have any way to fight it. I was tired of fighting, man. And I knew that one day, I was just like, okay, man, maybe it is better that like I'm out of her life, because it sure is seeming that way, because god dang where I turn, it seems to be working out that way. And you needed to heal and forget about me and whatever. I didn't know. So I just gave up. I didn't want to. I just did. It was because I couldn't do it anymore. And I knew you'd find me one day. I know you're smart. And I know that I had enough influence on you that, by God, when you get old enough, you're going to seek me out. And I'm always going to try to let Kate know where I am. But things get a little dicey right now as far as future. So I need to do this, and I hope you'll remember the gold, not the coal. We were an amazing pair of gypsies, gypsy souls traveling through time, doing the best we could not to commit a crime. I love you, Covey. I love you. You were the greatest thing I've ever done.